Hello, and welcome to episode number 5 of my tank, my Immortal Juggernaut. Yes, I'm still going. Um, Quite how successful it is. Make up your own minds, you know. Um, let's see how this one goes, shall we? I enjoyed it though, it was good fun. Definitely different from playing a tank, that's for damn sure. Yeah, this was... I've really got to get some new recording software. The recording software I use, I can separate my TeamSpeak chat onto a separate Brave channel, as it were. But like the people I'm speaking with, what I hear from their TeamSpeak channel, I can't cut that out. I've got to get some new recording software which has multiple channels, and then get another program to kind of split those into split TeamSpeak off into a different channel. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Yeah, it's Bonnie has gone off to as she said, to guard Snow. She's always having to do that. Yeah, Smurf, Bonnie, myself. It was just the three of us in group tap, but Vivus, don't really know who he is, to be fair, or she. Ended up being in the same group as well. I think in this one, it kind of, I've just been guarding Smurf, you know. So I'm not doing any off-tanking. It's one of these things, I think in something like this, I want to do a bit of off-tanking, but I want to protect the, my healer, as it were. It's my primary target in terms of healing. Protection. You get what I mean. But I don't think I've really got it. But I think during the course of this ball zone, I was kind of...
Oh, congrats, Escarli, you are unbeatable.
Hey, I'm unbeatable. It's always funny when people say that. It's all, you know, as soon as you get unbeatable, how often is it that you're dead like 10 seconds later? I mean, okay, I didn't die, but that was pretty close. I think I'm constantly finding myself in the blasted AoE stuff as well. I think I remember some tank saying that if you're guarding someone and they drop some AoE, it's better to get out of the AoE. I found that difficult to do with this one. Haven't got the hang of that yet. I know one of the things I'm finding. I mean, you might have heard me groaning a couple of times, and that's I've got so used to playing with my you know, the camera at full range. So I'm constantly finding it a pain being where I am. It's such a pain. I'm gonna have to do something about that because that'll just drive me silly the more I play melee tunes. But then I guess I'll get used to it. It's one of these things I still haven't really got the hang of really when I should be using my defensive cooldowns. Um, but enraged defense is kind of speaks for itself, really. Um, that's full 40% damage reduction. Oh, that's why I remember this bit. I think this is when I tried to keep the people here alive. So that's but I think I started doing a bit of off tanking. I knew without a healer they were going to die, so I just thought I'd try and limit that. Try and just delay things for when people came to be enforced, as it were. I think I did an okay job there. I mean, they didn't cap, did they? So they got far too much DPS.
Well, can you keep mid so they won't cap it? If you can, then we win. We capped first.
I know with this one, I kept on forgetting about my my freeze kind of. I forget what the British skill's called. My slow skill. I kept on forgetting what it was called. Oh, that was close. I know the other thing with this one, which I found, I did find it difficult. Not the AoE taunts. That's easy. Just go into a clump of people and hit the button, you know. Now, what about that for good timing for enraged defense coming off? That's just luck. No, but I mean, it's in a lot of cases here is I haven't quite got. I'm not a I've said it loads of times before. Melee range is not something I've really been that great on ever. Never will be. So kind of picking a target at melee range to taunt is the single target taunt. I just could not get the hang of. In some respects, I knew I needed to keep on taunting, so I was just kind of tabbing, hoping I was getting someone which was worthwhile taunting, and taunting, you know, it's not the way to do it. But when I just found if there's far too many people like that, I just seem to have an opinion that, well, you know, I just seem to have the view that any taunt was better than no taunt at all. I mean, they're going to be attacking someone, unless it's a healer, of course. I know since I've been back at work, I haven't been able to. Well, I have had time. It's just I've been spending a lot of time doing putting vids together and so forth. By the time this one gets uploaded, I would have started my arena analysis thing. It took me a couple of days to kind of figure out what I wanted to do. That's on my other channel, by the way. I think that's one of the skills which I used quite a bit, really. That's my Ravage, just to pin people down.
I'm back near this Escarli.
You know, I hadn't even noticed Murphy died then. My bad. Here's me watching it to kind of... Oh no, just in time, dude. Yeah, damn right.
Yeah,
Oh,
lucky.
Best. I'm definitely going to have to get that recording software. It's, I'm like talking over the team speaks. It's like you can see I'm trying to help Smurf out and stuff, and it's but trying to figure out who I should be taunting in that. I'll get there eventually with enough time, but it's very confusing at the moment. And of course, it's one of these things. In a Civil War, I'm usually used to going and helping, possibly trying to. I'm coming up behind you. Fucking hell. trying to divert people's attention by trying to cap grass or helping to guard. Yes, I go all over the place, you know, depending on where I'm needed. But so this is different. So I haven't been taking much notice at all of chat. Makes me think I should be, but I suppose if I'm a tank, I need to do tanking, not, you know. I mean, look at that. It's just one great big clusterfuck, basically, isn't it? Probably should be using slow a lot more. You can see sometimes people move about, and I got no idea where they're bloody going. See, that's the other benefit a range to like a sniper tends to have, you know. It's much easier to see where people bloody well gone. You can see I've tried to zoom in my camera a bit, so I don't have that blasted staff camera angle.
Ah, fuck.
Really?
Yeah, it's I I really could have prevented that. I think it's just my fucking targeting let me down. Well, we're not getting one of those back.
How did they get it?
They're
What
cats.
happened?
There's just too many of them, I think. I mean, a game like this is, I imagine, you know, decent tanks. I mean, fucking good tanks, like they'll get an absolute shit ton of protection. It's, I won't say how much I had, but I did have a fair bit. But I was a bit disappointed with how much I had, you know. But I guess this is really about I started trying to off tank a bit more and so forth, and I guess that's half of where a lot of the protection scores come from. Again, I could be talking total bollocks about that, mind, but I just felt as if in this one I got a bit better in the more things went on, you know. Of course, I haven't set Smurf as my focus target, so looks like I've missed he's being attacked at the moment. My bad. Come on, stop tunneling that guy. Help Smurf. There we go. Set him as your focus target. Ah, silly. I think most of my protection score really came from AoE taunts and just guarding people. I don't think my single target taunting really did much, you know. I know there's a few other ways, isn't there, as well, of getting protection scores, but I couldn't really tell you what they are at the moment. I guess one of the things I should do is to actually read a fucking discipline trees, you know, to see what does what. I haven't even done that yet. I always think it's funny in one respect. That's
Late.
I always think it's funny in one respect the way people
Well, at least my objective points will be very high.
Am I going to say anything? No. Yeah, you get people who display the elite warlord title. It's that just makes it a bigger target in my experience, you know. I don't think I've ever been into a war zone and displayed Escarli's elite warlord title. Because when I've come across them, it's it just makes them more of a target in my eyes.
I got one, not like it matters.
I would come, but I don't think I could be bothered.
Nah, stay there. Oh my god, I got 2 here.
So yeah, there we go. As you can see, just shy of 700,000 protection. I just felt as if I should have done a lot more. But I'm a budding tank, you know. Still got one hell of a lot to learn. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. And keep tanking. Have fun. It's here. I've got to get better.